The story of David and Goliath, found in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17, is one of the most enduring tales of courage and faith. It has been told and retold for generations, inspiring countless individuals to face their fears head-on. It speaks to the power within each of us to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, no matter how small we may feel. David, a young shepherd boy, armed with nothing but a sling and a few stones, stood against a warrior who seemed invincible. This isn't just a story about a giant, it's a testament to the strength of faith and the courage to stand up for what is right, even when the odds are stacked against you. It's about the giant within us all. Each of us has the potential to rise above our challenges and emerge victorious, no matter how daunting they may seem. This timeless narrative takes us back to ancient Israel, a time of conflict and uncertainty. The land was fraught with danger, and the people were in desperate need of a hero. The Israelites, God's chosen people, find themselves facing a fearsome enemy, the Philistines. Their morale was low and hope seemed distant. Among them stood a giant of a man, Goliath, who struck terror into the hearts of even the bravest soldiers. His presence was a constant reminder of the seemingly insurmountable challenge they faced. Goliath was a towering figure, clad in bronze armor and wielding weapons of war that made grown men tremble. He stood over 9 feet tall, a formidable opponent by any measure. His voice boomed across the battlefield, challenging the Israelites to send forth their champion. Enter David, a young shepherd entrusted with delivering food to his brothers on the front lines. David was a boy of simple means, armed with nothing more than his shepherd's staff, a slingshot, and an unshakable faith in the God of Israel. While others saw only Goliath's size and strength, David saw an enemy of God, an obstacle to be overcome. David's faith was not blind optimism. It was a deep-seated conviction that God would deliver him from any danger. He had faced lions and bears while protecting his flock, and he believed that the same God who had delivered him then would deliver him now. When David volunteered to face Goliath, even King Saul was astonished by the young shepherd's courage. Unfazed by the skepticism of those around him, David stepped onto the battlefield armed with his simple weapons and fueled by an unwavering faith. He knew that victory was not determined by the size of one's arsenal, but by the strength of one's spirit. Section 4. A victory for the ages, the triumph of faith and courage. Goliath, confident in his size and armor, scoffed at the sight of the young shepherd. His eyes gleamed with arrogance and his laughter echoed across the battlefield, mocking the very idea that such a small figure could pose any threat to him. He cursed David and threatened to feed his remains to the birds of the air. His voice was filled with venom, each word dripping with disdain and contempt for the young boy who dared to challenge him. But David stood his ground, his faith unwavering. He did not flinch or falter, his eyes locked onto Goliath with a steely determination. In his heart he carried the strength of his beliefs and the courage to face insurmountable odds. With a swift motion he launched the stone from his slingshot, a single deadly projectile that found its mark, sinking deep into Goliath's forehead. The stone flew with precision and power, guided by David's unwavering faith and skill. The giant fell, his reign of terror brought to an end by a simple shepherd boy. The ground shook as Goliath's massive form hit the earth, a testament to the incredible feat achieved by David. David's victory was not just a physical triumph, it was a testament to the power of faith and courage. His triumph echoed through the ages, inspiring countless generations to believe in the power of conviction and bravery. He showed the world that even the most formidable of giants can be overcome with unwavering belief and a willingness to stand up for what is right. David's story remains a powerful reminder that true strength lies not in physical might, but in the courage to face our fears and the faith to overcome them. Section 5. Facing your own giants. We all face giants in our lives, challenges that seem insurmountable, obstacles that appear too big to overcome. These giants can take many forms: fears that threaten to overwhelm us, doubts that cloud our judgment, or even external pressures that push us to our limits. In those moments, it's easy to feel small and insignificant, as if the weight of the world is on our shoulders, just as the Israelites must have felt facing Goliath, a seemingly unbeatable foe. But the story of David reminds us that we too can overcome our giants, no matter how formidable they may seem. We may not all be called to face literal giants, but we all encounter metaphorical ones in our daily lives. We are all called to be courageous, to rise above our fears and doubts, to stand up for what we believe in, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against us, and to trust that with faith, determination and perseverance, even the most daunting obstacles can be overcome. What giants stand before you? Remember David, remember his courage, remember his unwavering faith, and remember you are not alone. Go forth with confidence and conquer your giants.